Hello, people of the internet. It is I, GareBear890, back again with another video. Alright, so it's been a while since I've done a pickup video, and before I got too crazy, decided I needed to get cracking. So let's do just that. Starting us off strong, we got Monster Hunter Wilds. I played a ton of World and thoroughly enjoyed that. Played Iceborne and thoroughly enjoyed that. Had a lot of good times with friends fighting monsters. So we were definitely excited about this one, and it did not disappoint. This one really has some quality of life improvements and simplifies some things. Had some really cool monsters. I enjoyed the story, and I'm excited to see, how far they'll take this one. If World is any indication, we got plenty of more content on the way. So I was able to grab this one with coupons, as usual, $5.36. Up next, we got The Medium, which was a game I was interested in when they first announced. And it was actually one of the first big games that was on the PS Plus, premium service where you could play games for free. And so I played through it, and I really enjoyed it. It was quite different. I wouldn't call it strictly horror. It definitely has some kind of scary elements more at the beginning, but more of a thriller mystery type of game. But then I was meant to pick it up, and then it kind of went up a little bit. It wasn't too crazy, but just more than I wanted to pay. So finally, when it was at GameStop for uh, $20, and then I had my coupon, then I was able to get it out the door for $15.30. So I was really happy to finally pick this up, especially after playing the Silent Hill 2 remake, because it's by the same team, Bloober, and yeah, it was kind of cool to realize that was the same team. Okay, now we got Under the Waves, which this, as far as I know, is still currently on the PS Plus Premium, where I was able to play it. And then it went on clearance of sorts at Best Buy, so I decided to pick it up. I didn't play through the whole game. I started it, though, and I was very intrigued, and I heard good things. So I was able to grab this one for $3.21 after using my coupons, of course. That's kind of my staple. If it's at Best Buy, I got coupons. And to clarify, it's coupons that I get with points that I get for, buying things, and they also have deals going on. So it really works out well. And then here's another one that I got at Best Buy. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. I kept hearing all about this and that it was a really cool kind of Metroidvania exploration game. Had some cool combat. So, hey, I decided I like that kind of stuff. I will pick that up. And so I was able to grab it for I think it was $5.36. But it was on sale for $15, and this was a number of months ago. So yeah, $5.36. Um, Pretty sweet. Okay, and then here's one that I had my eye on. I feel like Zombies Ate My Neighbors was a game that I always was intrigued by when I was younger, when it was just on the Super Nintendo. And so this is one that I wanted to pick up, and so when they had a clearance sale of limited run at Best Buy, I was able to grab it for $1.06. I want to say it was clearanced for around $16 or $17, something like that. Okay, and then this one was very random. I wasn't planning on picking it up, but I have played the series before. That is the Rapids games. So this one's Party of Legends, so kind of a Mario Party style game. But they just randomly discounted it to $5, and so I just grabbed it for $5.36, brand new. So I'll have to give this one a whirl. Okay, now here's one that I was meaning to pick up on launch day, and then I never did, and then I was kind of glad that I didn't, because I guess at launch, this game was pretty rough, even on consoles and PC, and so I decided to wait, and then it was on Game Pass, and so I played it on there, and I really enjoyed it and had a good time, and so I knew I had to get it physically. So it was on sale for, I think, $20, and so I just grabbed it. Used my coupons, of course, $5, 36 cents. And so that's a good one to have for sure. Now here's one that's pretty divisive. And it's not without cause. But with almost all of the Call of Duty games, I enjoy the campaigns. And so this one definitely had some cool missions. An interesting story, but from my understanding, it is not even close to accurate. But hey, it's a game, so they kind of usually take those liberties. But it was clearanced at Best Buy, and so I got it for $3.21 with my coupons. So figured, might as well grab it if it's $3. Okay, then here's another one that I just really love the art style, and I heard good things about. And I did start it, and I have enjoyed what I have played, and that is Eastward. So, kind of a unique, quirky little RPG type game. But yeah, I grabbed this one at GameStop, and I think that it was around $30, and so with my $5 coupon that I have monthly, and then the slight discount as a pro member, I was able to get it for $25.34. So I was pretty excited about that. And I did pick this up like a solid 3 months ago or so. But I walked into GameStop just recently this last weekend, and they had a copy of it for $19.99. So I was like, dang it. But hey, I got it earlier. I got to start it and play some. So that's the way you have to look at it. Okay, now here's a super random one that I found in a thrift store. We got Monster Hunter Portable 2G. So this is the Japanese version, obviously. I forget which one they made for the United States. Like, it wasn't Portable 2G. It had a different title, but it was essentially the same game. But anyways, it was $2, and so I just grabbed it because I thought it was kind of cool. Now it does play because the PSP is region free, from what I understand. But the only problem is there is no English option in this. Like, you can't switch the language. I guess you can download a patch that has the American menus and subtitles, but that's if you have your PSP modded. So, anyways, $2, and it was just more that I wanted to see how it looked and ran on a PSP. Okay, now here's a super random one. We got a classic Grand Theft Auto 2 on the PS1. So, years and years and years ago, a buddy of mine had this, and we would play it, and we had a blast. It was just so much fun driving around, blowing stuff up, causing mayhem. So I thought, you know what? I want to get Grand Theft Auto 2. And it's not overly expensive, but if you're looking for a complete in box, it was like $30. If it was Black Label, and then like 25 for greatest hits. But I found this disc only for $8.64. And so I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm getting the game. That's the important thing. So I'll save myself, $20. And yeah, it was definitely fun to pop it in and kind of relive those memories for a bit. Okay, and now here's one that I bought at GameStop very recently. And that is Dark Cloud 2. This is one that I just had my eye on because I have the first one. And even though this one is not like the first one in many ways at all, it has a beautiful art style and a charming world. And I wanted to put it next to the first one. So yeah, I walked in and they had a whole row of PS2 games, which I hope to see more of. And so yeah, I was able to use my coupon, my $5 coupon, and I got it for $15.30. So not too bad. This one goes for like $25-$30, so saved a bit. And yeah, so I could finally check that one off the list. Okay, now here's a big one, people. This is one that I had my eye on, and I should have got it back then. But that's the case with most games nowadays, right? But I'm talking about Go-Go Hypergrind. Never heard of this game, never saw it growing up, but for good reason. It's a very random, obscure Atlas title. But when I was looking at GameCube hidden gem videos, when I got like really into collecting, my favorite games and looking for new ones back in 2016, this is one that popped up quite a bit. And so around that time, I looked it up, and it was going for about $75. And I was like, oh, that one's, one of the pricier ones compared to most at the time. And so I was hoping that it would kind of drop down. But, it's GameCube, it's exclusive, it's Atlas. I had all the signs that it was only going to go up. So I was being naive about it. And so, of course, it went up. And so it went up to like 90, and then it was like, shoot, I should have got it for 70. And then it was 125. So I should have got it for 90. And then it was like 200. And then once we hit 2020, it just exploded with a few other GameCube games as well. Where it's $300, $400, $500 for like a complete unboxed copy. So I was just looking, and I came across this one. It's in decent shape. The disc is like flawless. And I was like, you know what? This one is finally an okay price. I think it might be the most I have ever spent on a game. I'm going to tell you, it was not cheap. Let's see, $264.13. That one was kind of tough, but at the same time, like I said, that there was, similar condition copies going for 300 plus, and mint to like, perfect copies were going for like 500. So it's like I'm getting this for almost half price, and then I can finally cross it off the list. Probably the last like big one on the GameCube that I wanted. So it was worth it to me. So yeah, glad to finally have Go-Go Hypergrind. Hopefully it goes up instead of going down. Okay, now up next we got a new controller. So this just launched recently, and I love the design. I thought it was so cool. For Doom, the Dark Ages. So they have just like the standard Xbox Series controller, and then they also had an Elite Series, but the Elite Series didn't have like nearly as much detail. So I was kind of surprised. Usually it's the opposite. So with this one being the less expensive one, I decided I was gonna pick it up. And so yeah, it's pretty cool because you got like all sorts of different textures and colors, and like you have these raised bumps right here. You got different color triggers, and then I really like how they have the Doom symbols here for the letters, and then they're kind of trying to go for like a leather feel. It's more of a rubber, but it does kind of feel like a hybrid. And then one interesting thing, little Easter egg actually, as they put this rabbit, because the Doomslayer loves rabbit. No, I wish I could tell you the exact reason. I'm sure, like, maybe that indicates when you're looking for Easter eggs in the game. I can't remember. It's been a while. But looking forward to Dark Ages for sure. So I will be playing it on this controller. Glad I picked it up. Used my coupons, and yes, I got it for $5.36. Okay, and then to wrap us up real quick, these are not games, but they are awesome, and I wanted to share them. So, hopefully you have seen or heard of the show. If you have not, check it out for sure. It is hilarious and a lot of fun. talking about MXC. So me and my brother used to watch this all the time back in the day, and I recently found out that they put like 97% of the entire series on Blu-ray. So we got set 1 and 2. So this one comes with 51 episodes, and this one comes with 26 episodes. So there was like a clip show and then a few other copyrighted episodes that unfortunately did not make it, but we got the vast majority. So hilarious, and it's been fun to just have the whole collection in physical format. I was able to get them on Crunchyroll actually, out the door for about $60 for both of them. So not too bad. When in most cases they're going for a bit more than that, more like $40 each. So okay, and then here's another one that I wasn't aware of. I missed the announcement, and as soon as I found it, luckily I didn't have to wait for it to come out because it was already out. But Documentary Now, the complete collection. So this is all 4 seasons, and this show is hilarious. I love it. So what they do is they kind of do parodies of actual documentaries, so more like mockumentaries. But yeah, there's just so many great ones, and yeah, they went all out with this. I'll just show you like real quick. Like they have a little book that kind of has posters and just like a bit of information about each, and then we got all the pictures. And yeah, then we got the discs in here, and then they come with some more like poster cards that you can use if you want. But yes, this is a very funny show that I really enjoyed, and so I knew I had to pick it up, and I did. So yeah, that's gonna do it here for recent pickups. Let's see. As far as any digital, I only got the Command and Conquer the Ultimate Collection. So I had a number of those on Steam, and so to complete that collection, I paid $4, and I was glad to do so because now I have many of the Command and Conquer games, which are great. So yeah, anyways, that's gonna wrap it up here. Let me know, what have you been playing? What have you picked up? What are you planning on picking up? But anyways, as always, thanks for watching and have a good one.